All right, well, starting back at the entrance to Ishibashi Koen, the stone bridge park that I came in basically from the back, we're going to try going a different way. The fate of our empire depends upon this single battle. Let everyone do his best. In 1905, with the Z flag hanging from the masthead of his flagship, the Mikasa, Commander-in-Chief of the Japanese Navy, Togo Heiichiro, destroyed the Russian Baltic Fleet. Togo was born in Tagayama in 1847. When he was 15, he took part in battle with the British, where he saw firsthand the force of the British warships. With his heart on establishing a strong Japanese navy, he studied in London and became one of the most illustrious admirals in the world. Tagayama was chosen for his grave because all of the vessels entering Kagoshima port can be seen from here. We can also see the remains of cannon used against the British at the foot of the mountain. In his later years, Togo held the position of tutor to the Crown Prince, and he died at the age of 88 in 1934. He was accorded a national funeral, and he was buried at Tama Cemetery in Tokyo. His tomb at Tagayama contains his hair and is surmounted by a bronze statue. Tagayama Park, which overlooks the center of Kagoshima City, is a site of the former Tofukuji Castle, where the Hasaba family from the Taga Shrine to the god of longevity, Shiga Prefecture, which was worshipped by the 16th Lord Shimazu Yoshihisa. Gotta admit, when the weather's nice, it's a nice view. About here is the Zabier landing site. And I believe the statue is a little bit farther up the hill. Yep, and here we go. Again, the weather's gotten really cloudy. It's hard to see on. Sirens are probably the most common sound here. There's a lot of old people around here, and they're constantly being rushed off to hospitals. That, and there's a lot of car accidents. Now, the thing is about this area, the Shimazu family moved down from the northern part of the bay here and slowly set up castles down to the current location of Tsurumaurujo, which is still a ruin, but it's where the Reimeikan History Museum is located now. And this particular location here, overlooking Stone Bridge and the Gyono-su cannon battery, used to be a castle site. It's been turned into a park, but it's still very maze-like, and I'm going to see how much of it I can catch without missing something or getting lost. Little Jinja here in the back corner. little shrine. Now, food dogs are actually the Chinese names for the guardian spirits here, but that's the name that I know by. Good puppy. And yes, I realize that you can rip my head off in one bite. It doesn't mean that you're still cute. Or not still cute. Now, the thing that's interesting about this little cul-de-sac, if you will, is that it's got these stairs that go down to the river. And there's the Inari. So if I wanted to leave here quickly, I could take these stairs down and I'd be right back where I started. I'm not going to do that yet. And we're here. And here we have the old castle site. Reduced to picnic areas. But if you ever wanted to do LARPing or some kind of dungeon crawl, this place would make an excellent map site. I keep imagining the idea of doing a text adventure game here. So, you'd think with a nice quiet location like this that you'd just be able to kick back and relax. Maybe even the sound of the trains going by wouldn't bother you. And then you happen across a sign that says, "Beware of wild boar." I actually did see a wild boar about 2 miles from the main train station a few years ago, up in one of the apartment complexes. There's a lot of undeveloped hill, and one of the hills had a lot of undergrowth. And as I was coming up the hill, or coming up the street, there's this wild boar, an inoshishi, walking across the street. I tried to get a photo, but a car came up and scared it off. But it's not exaggerating to say that this place still has a lot of surprises. Let's see what we can find. And now we're at the back side of the parking lot. Little road down here is the way I came up. Well, I kind of bypassed that by going up the side stairs. The area right about here maybe a little bit farther up, but that's where the statue was, with the overlook over the bay. And I'm going to double back because I still need to go farther up. Have kind of a terrace here. Little bug, probably can't see it. Caterpillar hanging from the tree. So we've got what you could probably call a pagoda. Basically just a view site. It's not really designed the way Americans would create a picnic pavilion, but it is pretty much what it is. But a little preview of what we have ahead of us. I'm not going to fast walk this part because I'm only going up one level. And if you're watching this, thank you for sticking with me. Like and subscribe. Don't think that actually makes a whole lot of difference anymore, but who knows? I'm at 134 subscribers. It'd be nice to get to 135. Another little viewing area. Not as nice with the trees in the way, but on a sunny day it's comfortable. And all of the Japanese women would come out wearing big heavy sweaters, gloves, and face visors to make sure they don't get a tan. I'm not really sure what's going on back here. It's treated as kind of like a museum of old artifacts from the castles area. But there's no sign, there's nothing explaining what's going on. Little water fountain. Wash your hands off before you pray, but there's no shrine here, so there's nothing specific to pray to. Although the little New Year's mochi style ornament can be treated as a shrine decoration if you want. Three words, dude. Head and shoulders.